Hey everybody, this is Matt Sesow, and this is February 2009 Paintings in Review. This is what I did for the month of February 2009. So first off, I guess we'll start with the works on paper that got me started with the month. This one, Hen House, is from an old photo of my father when he was a kid, and it's pretty abstract. It's nothing, not really trying to make any kind of statements there. It's just a fun painting. I'll probably do something more realistic in the future of that photo because it's really cool. Then a couple other pieces of work on paper that pretty nondescript. The last one, Cowboy. This one, it's part of a show. I have quite a few paintings in an Art Brut exhibition. It's a group show in Newburgh, New York, that is going to be going until April 18th of 2009. So that was kind of my first show that opened this year. So that was pretty exciting. And that's at the Ann Street Gallery in Newburgh, New York. Okay, so after that, I did a 18 by 24 on canvas using those bunny characters that I like to do so many times, and maybe too many times, because you'll see them more later that I did some more on smaller canvas. So this one's called Down by the River, and it's the idea of just, the one bunny that's different, and I guess you can look at the painting for yourself to figure out why that one's circled. Then I did a couple of reworks on some paintings from, one was from the previous month, a song and dance painting. I added some yellow to it, and then one called Near Miss, which has been hanging up in my hallway forever, and I just keep looking at it every day, and I decided to change it a little bit as well. So that one's a change from an earlier session. Then the next painting, one I'm really proud of, it's a 30 by 40 oil on canvas called The Offering, and that painting is now hanging at the Black Squirrel, which is a bar restaurant here in my neighborhood in Washington, D.C. So there's their address and information, and if you're in the DC area and you want to check it out, it should be hanging up at their bar as you see this. And also, they'll be having an unveiling party for the painting, I think, in April. So check it out. All right. So then after those, I did some more paperwork, works on paper. I did a whole bunch. All these are 18 by 24 or 19 by 24 on Bristol paper, and just kind of really having fun. I guess this is kind of my favorite style, or kind of my expressionist style. I don't know, whatever people call it. But so anyways, some of the favorite ones from the month of the set is, I really like the one Traumatized, and that one recently sold to a collector in Australia. So I was really happy to see that find a home outside of the States. And then I also liked Circus Boy. Was a really cool painting. I thought that one turned out well. And I did that one, I think, as a result of drinking some Circus Boy beer. Probably during that painting. I'm not sure. I can't quite recall what the inspiration, but it definitely, the title and the idea was influenced. Let's see what else I got. Just a bunch of other, typical Matt Sesow looking stuff. The lips, the teeth, and let's let those flip through. That's exciting. Okay, then after those, I did some of the, like I said, the black background ones where I kind of take one character and circle it with the red, the cabin red light, and doing the guardian angels, the bunnies, the party boy, and then the birds and the bees. So those are small little canvas works, and those are fun to do for me. Then I went on and did a remake of a painting that I had done for an Atlanta show a few years back called Two-Headed Monster, and I called this one Guardian Beast. So the idea of this one is it's kind of, rather than a guardian angel, kind of like a guardian monster for me, as it's more of a childhood-related painting. Is what I'm doing there. And that one luckily found a home to some collectors in France. So things are really happening for me overseas and outside of the country. And some more works on paper. This set is just a couple, I guess set of three that I was really happy with. They're all gone. They were successful. I guess I'm getting out what I was trying to express on those days. Baby Audition, and then Cock and Beach Balls. So those were fun. The next piece is a sketchbook. It's a 32-page field guide to creatures and pests, and that was a tiny little 3.5 inch by 5.5 inch little sketchbook that I filled with little creatures and pests, I guess is what we call it, and that's gone. I plan on doing more of those in the future with some other animals and ideas. Then the next one was another sketchbook. This is one that I completed in February, and it was started and conceived and built the day of inauguration. So what I did in February was I actually went back and did some coloring, watercolors, and worked more on it. So I finished that up in February. That's my Obama inauguration sketchbook, and that's gone as well. The next there was a O'Neill Studios, which is a Maggie O'Neill. She's a painter in DC, and she also does some commission type work. And she held a benefit show at a club downtown in DC for Cure Autism Now for that charity, and I was able to participate in that. And I did a couple live paintings for that night for charity, and sold some of my other work. So that was fun, and that's what the first one, the guy riding the chicken, is from that night. I did one 30 by 40 inch canvas called Surprise Party. It's oil on canvas, and that was kind of a reaction to a party that I went to. I think it was last year. Just kind of the way I felt. I felt a little on display, I suppose. Okay, so that is pretty much it for February. The other thing is I had a friend in my building here in DC throw a housewarming party for herself, and she showed a bunch of my paintings. So I want to thank Melissa for allowing me to do that. That was a lot of fun. That happened at the beginning of February. So anyways, I guess that's it for February 2009. It was pretty quick and painless, I guess. And we'll be doing this again in March. Big shows coming up in March. Got the Bukowski thing in LA at the end of March, and also a show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, in the 15th of March. So thanks for looking, and please feel free to contact me, Sesow at sesow.com, and check out my website. I'm putting up new stuff all the time, and I appreciate you looking. Thanks a lot.